Peace be with you. My name is Alan Kiesler, and we are going to be reading the first two verses of the Dhammapada, very basic Buddhist text, a very early and most famous one, perhaps. And it's very, very simple verses. So we will gradually read them and study them. But first, I just want to introduce a little bit about these classes that I plan to be giving, or hopefully sometimes my good teacher may also give. But the class today will be in English. Sometimes I may give classes in Urdu, but today I'm going to be reading from an English translation of the Dhammapada and commenting a little bit about it. So I will just begin by, of course, this is the Dhammapada, the Pali. It's written in Pali language, which was the common language in India about 2,500 years ago. And here is the first chapter, first two verses I'm going to read. Mano Pubbangama Dhamma, Mano Seta Manomaya, Manasa Se Padurtena, Bhasati Va Karoti Va, Tato Dang Dukkamandeti, Chakam Va Vahato Padam. That's the first verse. And the second one is, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Mano Pubbangama Dhamma, Mano Seta Manomaya, Manasa Che Pasannena Bhasati Va Karoti Va, Tato Nang Subhamandeti Chayava Anapayani. Translation 1. Mind is the forerunner of all evil states. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with wicked mind, because of that, suffering follows. Suffering follows one, even as the wheel follows the hoof of the draught ox. And second verse, mind is the forerunner of all good states. Mind is the chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with pure mind, because of that, happiness follows one, even as one's shadow that never leaves. So this is a very, very important verse for all of us because we sometimes forget that many things happen to us that we may not understand why they're happening. But what this verse is telling us is, or these two verses are telling us is, that actually we are the cause of our suffering or our happiness. Our mind is, because as a result of our own decisions, what we're going to say, what we're going to do, even what we're going to think, that also affects what happens to us. It's the main factor, or at least according to the Dhammapada, this is the way it's presented. Our own mind, our thoughts, our own actions, our own speech determines whether we have horrible suffering or happiness or mixed, something in between. Usually it's mixed in between because we do both good and we bad things. We do have good, peaceful, nice thoughts, and we also have some bad thoughts, and we do some bad things and say some bad things. So those are the result of our own decisions, how we are going to let our mind go wild or whether they're going to control our mind and have it be peaceful and kind. So, and as this example is given here, just like a shadow follows you, you can't escape from your shadow. If the sun is out or if the bright light is there, then there will be a shadow. It is with you. And so the results of our own thoughts, the results of our own actions, the results of our own words, they follow naturally. We can't avoid them. So the Buddha is instructing here. The very beginning of this book is these are instructions coming from the Buddha. They are uh, very, very fundamental and important and true. So let us be very, very careful what we think, what we say, what we do, because certainly if we do something good, we'll get a good result. If we do something bad, we'll get a bad result. So we should be aware of this. Of course, there are many intricacies involved in all of this too, and there can be other factors that intervene. We may do something bad, but something by mercy, we may get a result changed that should have been bad. It may be reduced or minimized. But basically, this is the principle of kamma or karma. In Pali, it's called kamma, and in Sanskrit, it's called karma. Many people know the word karma uh, or karam. That is the result of what we do. As you do unto others, same thing will be done to you. That's one manifestation of this law of karma. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you, Jesus taught. So what does that mean? It actually means that what you do unto others is what's going to happen to you. So not only you should do unto others as you would like them to do to you, but as you do unto others, that will happen to you. That will be done to you. Okay, let's see. We have quite a few comments already, so that's all I'm going to talk about right now. Let's see. So Zain says, "Sir, thanks for disclosing the identity of your wife. I am happy to know about her." Oh, this is because I just gave a Urdu chat. And in that chat, I disclosed one of the identities of my wife, not the only identity. She has one name and one position, which is Azora Mazda, which is her position on the Ahuran Mazda Solar Council, which is a council in our solar system that deals especially with spiritual matters. So that's only one aspect of her. One, she has many, many aspects. Okay, so Zane 144 goes on. "It's an honor for all of us to get firsthand information from her because there is so much disinformation, false light on internet." Yes, I 100% agree with you. And thank you very, very much, Zane Saib, for that comment. And it's a great, great honor, great privilege for me and for all of us who can get information from her. Because we live in the disinformation age. This is the age of disinformation with the internet spouting mostly, at least 90% false information, more like 99% perhaps. But so it's very wonderful to get firsthand pure information, pure spiritual information is what's especially important, which we're getting from her. Okay, thank you, Zain Saib. So Tarjuma C41 says, "Assalamu alaikum from Karachi." Wa alaikum salam. Tarjuma Sahib, nice to have you with us. And Zain Sahib goes on. "Recently, she," that is talking about my good wife and teacher, known as Carol Kiesler, formerly Carol Peterson, that was her maiden name, and also she has many other names. But she posted about the Messiah or some savior from outside Sir, isn't this against our sovereign divinity when we depend on some external savior because our consciousness creates reality? Oh, very good comment. Um, well, she posted about some messiah or savior from outside, but she didn't say that we should depend on that savior to save us. Uh, Undoubtedly, not only in Christianity do we talk about a messiah or savior coming, in Islam also, there's Imam Mahdi alayhi Islam, and in uh, Zoroastrianism, she was talking about, I think, Sao Shavant or something like that was the name. The Buddhists also say about another Buddha coming. So in every religion, there are prophecies about some Messiah or Savior coming. But uh, what she is saying is that we should not just sit down and be complacent, as many people are. There are many Christians who they think, oh, Jesus Christ is coming, so we don't have to work hard for anything. But no, uh, even if Jesus Christ comes, we're going to have to do our part. We're going to have to play our part. So she's not at all saying that we should depend on the external Savior and not do our part also. So our consciousness creates reality. Yes, that's true, but it's not the only thing that creates our reality. Other factors from outside of our consciousness also uh, play a role, sometimes a very important role in our reality. Okay, and Zane goes on, Sir, can you ask what is the role of Trump or White Hat or QAnon? The Starseeds community is divided about Trump, and I also doubt about him. Well, I don't like to talk about politics very much because it usually causes so much division, but I can say that I never voted for Trump because there are some things about him I don't like. For example, he does not seem to be very favorable to Native Americans or Afro Americans. Uh, he is, taking land away from Native American uh, control and giving it to, what shall I say, probably corporate organizers for exploiting the resources. So he's an American patriot. So he wants America to become strong and wealthy, and he feels that Native Americans should give their land to to the American government to use in a better way. So I didn't like that. The other thing I didn't like about Trump was his attitude towards Islam. I think he really doesn't understand Islam at all. He has a very common among Americans, extremely common misunderstanding about Islam as being some sort of terrorist religion. Or I'm sure he appreciates good Muslims also, but he doesn't really, in my humble opinion, I may be wrong, but in my opinion, he doesn't really understand uh, what Islam is all about. Certainly, he doesn't understand what pure Islam is. Love, truth, justice, that's what Islam really is about. So he doesn't seem to. That's for those two main reasons I never voted for him. But there are other things about him that I do like. Um, and he is a patriot, which is good. Everyone should be patriotic, but they shouldn't be patriotic for their own country at the expense of other countries or other people's. But it's good that he's patriotic. So he says, Zane says the Starseeds community is divided about Trump, and you also have some doubts about him. But I think he's a very good man. He is God fearing. There's no doubt. I can have no doubt at all that Trump believes in God, trusts in God, fears God, has some understanding of God from his Christian background mostly. So that's very rare among politicians today, in America at least, and all around, certainly in Europe. And in Pakistan also, they of course all say that they're religious and Muslims mostly, but they may or may not be. I won't say anything more than that. But in the West, uh, many political leaders are atheistic or satanic. So Trump is not satanic. He's a good man. And he's trying to do his best for America, and I guess his best for the world too. And I think he is doing many good things. So that's my opinion in response to your question about Trump. So, Yasira, what is this? Yasira Shairira, sorry, I can't read your name very well, says, Babaji, could she able to share her spiritual journey and life experiences with us? You know, I actually asked her to give this class, and she didn't have much time to prepare. It was just yesterday I asked, so she declined. But I think she will. I hope and pray that she will give this class herself, and then she can share her spiritual journey with you herself. Um, she certainly can do it if she wants to, but she may or may not want to. I don't know. But I will ask her again, and I hope she will. Every Saturday, I hope to have this class at this time, 8:30 p.m. in Pakistan, 8:30 a.m. here in California now. And so I hope she will. Thank you very much. I'll show her your comment, and I'm sure that will encourage her to share her spiritual journey with you all too. And finally, Zain said, this is the last question we have here. Peace be with you. Thanks. Gracias. Thank you, and peace be with you too. Wa alaikum salam. Zain 144. Invincible. So let me just conclude this class by referring again to the Dhammapada, and I will just reread the English translations of these first two verses of the first chapter of the Dhammapada. The importance of the mind. The mind is the forerunner of all evil states. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with wicked mind, because of that, suffering follows one, even as the wheel follows the hoof of the draught axe. And the second verse, mind is the forerunner of all good states. Mind is the chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with pure mind, because of that, happiness follows one, even as one's shadow that never leaves. So, Zain Sahib, I might just say, you said that our consciousness creates reality. Well, that's sort of what the Buddha is saying here also. That our mind is the word that's used here. They translate the Pali word mana. Mana means mind. So they translate that word as mind. But you can also say consciousness. So if our consciousness is pure, then we will get a pure, good reality that we cause. And if our consciousness is evil, selfish, narrow-minded, then we will get evil consequences. Our own reality will become full of problems. So, all right. Thank you all very much. God willing, we will continue this every Saturday at the same time, a brief class on the Dhammapada or some other important spiritual text, and we will take questions and comments. And I hope and pray that my good wife and teacher will also join us in teaching some of these classes. Okay, may God protect us all. Allah Hafiz. Oh, I just saw one more comment. Yasira Shaira says, thank you, Babaji. Take care. Thank you. And take care, all of you. Be happy. It's a very, very wonderful, special time that we're living in, when the members of the Solar Council are even revealing themselves to us here on this planet. Allah.